Hello everybody, it's your boy N here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So, new Abyss boss that is weak to electricity. So how does Bunny fare? Quite well, to be fair. Let's get right on into the build and everything you're going to need to basically, well, annihilate this boss with Bunny. So, let's get on into it. Starting off with the maneuvering module, you're going to want mid-air. You can use any. Even in the Colossi arena, long distance maneuvering is good. The next thing is the red module. You can go with no red module, but I do like to use electric charge. This allows you to move around and build up a charge and then jump and eventually drop the damage on there, so it's a nice little kick. Now this is going to be a beaming build for Bunny with very low skill cost. So let's first focus on our damage. For this we will be going with maximized skill as well as maximized power. So we're going with both of the damage. Our cooldown is going to be mental, but we are going to be using this beam once and once only, and you hold it. If you down, just respawn yourself and you get the beam back. Like I said, this is also a non-crit build, so we are going with amplification. Now, you can build this into crit, and if you do want to build it into crit, I have a link in the description of a previous YouTube video where I have shown a crit build, so yeah, you can go with that as well. But just for this instance, I think the non-crit works just as well and basically fine, and crit is better with an ancestor mod, so it requires a bit more anyways. Next up, let's talk about the HP. Now HP is optional technically, but I'm gonna slap 2 HP mods in because it's overall easier and I want this build to be a little bit more comfy for people to use this in the long run. Next up, skill cost. So for skill cost, we'll be going with maximized conservation. We will also be going with final wish, not a max rank, a level 10 final wish. Not level 10, but 2 ticks away from the top on the final wish, specifically because the more you use this, you can see 25 skill cost and 27 skill power reduction, and you can see here when you take it up, it goes all the way up to 40. Now we want to keep as much skill power as we can because this does allow you to do more damage in the long run, so that's the main reason for that. Now, for skill cost as well, we are also going to slap in strong mentality, and because we have one more mod slot, I'm going to advise spear and shield, or you could use electric Synctium. Yeah, either one of these are completely fine. You want to make sure that your final wish is not a max rank though. If you do use a max rank, this will still work, but your damage is lower and the runs will take a little bit longer. Once you get used to it, you can definitely run it a little bit faster. Next up, for our trigger mod, it is going to be Wave Eruption. This, you ideally want to have the 110 damage on the second stat. This is because it gives you your damage out of there. So, yeah, this is the main thing that you want out of your thing over here. Now, for your reactor, let me just quickly slide the weapon in first though. For the weapon, I'm going with the Kingsguard Lance, so let's just quickly slam that in there. For the reactor, electric fusion, 2 main things, and then for your substats, fusion and Colossi is going to be the 2 best options, so that is going to be what you want to go with specifically for this setup. Now for your external components, we're going to be going with 2 pieces. The first thing that we want is going to be skill cost, so we're going to be going with 2 pieces of Ascending. Now Ascending is of course, you know, a fairly standard set. We've all got Ascending at this point, ideally because Serena, but yeah, 2 pieces of Ascending along with some damage, so 2 pieces of Mage to match that. Ideal stats would be max HP, MP recovery out of combat, max MP, MP recovery in combat, MP recovery modifier and defense or electric resistance, and then max shield and toxic resistance. You actually want the toxic resistance because the Deathstalker is a toxic type Pokemon. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. For your cores, you just want max HP and defense across every single one of them, and you're basically good to go. Now, for the Arche tuning tree, let's have a quick look at this. With this, you're going to want to go and follow this route on the tree. It's a little bit different, but we're going to go up here and we're going to go around and grab the golden skill power first. Then we're going to build all the way up into fusion damage conversion. Inevitably within this fight you will be taking damage at some point. The more damage you take, just a little bit above half of your damage or half your HP gone will give you the most damage increase out of it. You could also use a different cell, but that's not really needed. And then you want to go down all the way to the bottom here and use Arche efficiency enhancement. So this is also going to give you a nice kick of power when you run it. Now with the other cell with this one, I believe is the mutant cell box. I don't even have it, but cell box D. It is a one core that will allow you to electric release. There it is actually. Is it this one? It's electric release. Yeah, it's electric release. It's this one. This one will give you electric skill power, which is 20% electric skill power. This is the one that you could use as well, but skill power does scale better, but the trade-off being you don't really need to take damage for it, so it's a back and forth. You can use either one based on which one you prefer. Now, the Kingsguard Lance, what is it here for? You can put one lance down just to do a little bit of damage to the Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper likes to move around a lot, so I wouldn't really recommend using this for damage. The main thing we use it for is brisk walk. This is going to allow us to evade mechanics a little bit better and just run around a little bit better. So that's the main reason we use the Kingsguard. You could also use the Blue Beetle, but if you do decide to use the Blue Beetle, you must use the movement speed inversion. This is because, again, you do want to be ideally evading the mechanics. Now, because I'm using Kingsguard, I'm going to be going with skill cost over here. Next up, I'm also going to go with HP, so this will give me a little bit of recovery, and then I'm also going to go with cellular stimulation over here as well for my inversions. So that's pretty much everything that you're going to need for Bunny. Now, the build is only half of what you can do with the Grim Reaper anyways. You definitely need to take your time to learn this boss. I'm kind of familiar with what he does in general because of Deathstalker, but you definitely want to take your time and learn this boss. If I get cooked in this gameplay, this is not going to be a good look, so pray. But we got this. The way that it works is you want to do the following. You want to start off with your second ability, run around and build your beam up or your bar up. You use your first and your third ability. This is so that you can start off with the thingy. Start off with jumping over this, and you just want to aim your beam ideally at the chest and the face. With these skulls that he shoots at you, and when he does run away, you do need to keep chasing him down a little bit. Whenever he does spawn these annoying little fishes, you ideally do want to take them out as well. It's just about running and jumping with Bunny. The more you jump, you do damage with this as well. So you just want to keep doing a little bit of this with the Grim Reaper. When he does start spinning around doing his mechanics and all this sort of stuff, just keep the beam on, keep the pressure kicking, and you should be all good to go. Even with this, destroy these fishes and you should be fine. Just keep running and jumping, and when he does start shooting his skulls out, you can nuke them with the beam anyways, and then he's just going to keep going back and forth, and eventually he will go into his immunity phase. When he does go into his immunity phase, it's again not too bad, but you just want to keep your damage on him at all times. When he does decide to run away, you chase him. Pretty simple, and yeah, that's it. He'll run out of your rage sometimes, but that's fine. Even when this clock mechanic does kick in, you're completely fine. Don't worry about it. Your beam will still stay active, which is the main thing you want. You definitely just need to keep your distance so you can time your jumps nice and easy. And the mechanic is you just go inside of the golden one and you jump in there, I believe. So just do that, or you stay inside the golden one for a second or two, and then it's over. Again, here, you dropped him, so you just want to go up to him, slam him in the face. I should have jumped on him there. That would have been better for my damage output. But you can see here, we're going to get a nice clean time, not too bad. You just want to make sure you keep jumping whenever you're near him to avoid the mechanics, and yeah, this is fairly easy. If there is any updates to this build though, I will leave it in the comment section. Yeah, there you go. Nice and easy run with the Grim Reaper. Is it going to be number one? No, because crit is supreme and stuff like that. But even with this, I got a top 10 run, and yeah, that's a pretty simple way to rock with the ancestor mod, or sorry, rock without the ancestor mod for Bunny. Non-crit is more consistent, especially if you want nice and easy farming like I was showing you. 2 HP mods with 21k HP makes it nice and easy for you to survive, and that's everything you need to know about Grim Reaper. So anyways guys, that's been this video. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please do smash that like button, and if you're new here, please do consider subscribing. I make plenty of videos on the first Descendant, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.